Welcome back, everyone. We are here with race number 2, late model stock car series in the Grassroots Racing Series. We are live tonight from Hickory Motor Speedway. Qualifying underway right now. There's about look like 16, 17 cars that have made a qualifying lap at this time. Right now on top, Bobby Rafferty's on pole, Trevor Catalino second, and Zachary Wynn in third, Matt Grimm fourth, and Brandon Feeney rounding out the top 5. Kevin Feemster qualifying 6th, Toby Estes 7th, Jeremy Rigney in 8th, Mike Taschereau in 9th, and Brian Rupert in 10th. Looks like we have 18 cars so far that have turned a qualifying lap. We have, looks like 21 in the server. So 21 cars on this very, very short track. Should be really fun. A lot of close battles for position out there, as we will bring you green flag action here momentarily. Again, qualifying wrapping up right now. Most everyone has already made their qualifying laps. And it looks like 18 cars have turned a qualifying lap so far, 21 in the session. So we will bring you green flag racing here momentarily, as there is the checkered flag for the qualifying session. I'll have 2 minutes here to grid up. Actually a 2-minute warm-up here. So 2-minute warm-up. Top 30, we're going to make the show. Only 21 showed up, so everyone makes the feature as drivers go out now for the warm-up. Again, just a quick 2-minute warm-up here. So we will just kind of follow along with some of these drivers when they're doing their warm-up, and we'll bring you green flag racing here in just a few moments. Alright, warm-up has come to an end here. Throw the starting grid up there. Top 12. Got Bobby Rafferty in first, Trevor Catalino in second, Zachary Wynn starting third, Matt Grimm in fourth, Brandon Feeney starting in fifth, Kevin Feemster in sixth, Toby Estes in seventh, Jeremy Rigney in eighth, Mike Taschereau in ninth, Brian Rupert in 10th, Charles Roth in 11th, and then Jacob Johnson in 12th. Try and get down here to the rest of the field. 13th of Falcon Smith, 14th Wesley Whitfield, 15th Briley Wright, 16th James Kerr, 17th, Joshua Garrison. 18th, Thomas Melnick Jr. 19th, Stephen Requeno. 20th, Russell Peets. And 21st, Shane Wagner. That is your starting grid here tonight at Hickory Motor Speedway. Gonna have some good racing here. 21 cars on track. Lights on the pace car are off. It's only 75 laps here tonight. It's gonna go by really quick. Just gotta keep an eye on any kind of cautions, because there may be a bunch of them here tonight. As we are about to go green here, coming out of 3 and 4. Had a little bit of hiccup there on the internet, so hopefully everything stays solid. Green flag is out here. Lap number 1 here at Hickory Motor Speedway. Oh, 8 car already loose. He's around. 8 cars around. Caution. First caution's already out. 75 of James Kerr also involved. Both of these cars will get back going. Caution flies very, very quickly here tonight. I had a good race the first race of the season. I was able to have my cousin Cody Pinnell in the booth with me last week. He's tied up tonight, so just me in the booth tonight. So anybody out there listening, if you want to come and join me, feel free to. Let me know. Love to have some friends up here in the booth. It makes it a lot more fun. But for tonight, just me. And first caution comes out very, very quickly as the 8 of Brian Rupert got a little loose there, tried to correct it, kind of lost it, and then locked it up, and James Kerr spun out trying to avoid him there. So overall, a good job by everybody else by missing those 2 cars. You see we're riding along with the 8 paint scheme. That's actually Toby Estes there. Toby is actually being scored as the 41 in iRacing, but has the number 8 on his paint scheme. Really good looking scheme though. Right now, though, Bobby Rafferty still in the lead. Trevor Catalino second. Matt Grimm in third. So we're going to line these boys up one more time and see if we can't get a few green flag laps here. Green flag flies once again. 77 gets a really good jump. Kevin Feemster right now, trying to make that outside line work. Just not a lot of grip up there. Really hard to make those passes, but he's sticking with the 8/41 Toby Estes. Now on board with the 34 of Falcon Smith. He's running in 11th position. There we see the 17, second caution flies. That is the 17 of Jacob Johnson, being scored as the number 4 on iRacing. So a lot of people running some different numbers than what they're assigned on iRacing. That's okay. We can get with that. So, but already 2 cautions. Pretty quick here. It's you know, we don't like to see caution fest, but we kind of knew this track, definitely kind of a 1-lane track. You can't really do anything on the outside, so we knew that there would be some people that would be impatient, trying to push it a little bit too hard, too fast and too early, and we've definitely seen that so far. So we have our second caution of the night here. Again, this is the Grassroots Late Model Stock Car Series. live from Hickory Motor Speedway. Great little short track here. All of the tracks on the schedule for this series are, mostly short tracks, stuff that, you don't really see NASCAR run on. There are a couple tracks that are NASCAR tracks, but overall it's some really good, just blue-collar short track racing, and some great tracks on the schedule. So excited to see the whole season play out. Right now we're here at Hickory, and these guys are gonna get wound up and try and do this thing one more time as we go green here again. Second caution now out of the way. Green flag once again. Lap 13 of 75 already. So a lot of people are going to be trying to make their way through the field because laps are ticking off pretty quick. Looks like the 26 of Shane Wagner may attack the ball there. He's still running really high there, but he's going to get back in line. He's riding along with the 33 of Mike Taschereau right now. Really good racing. There you see the one of Kevin Feemster on the inside of the 91 car. He's doing everything he can. Oh, there's another caution. Looks like somebody stopped. Oh, there's two more involved. It's the 191 as well as the 24 of Stephen Requeno. And it looked like the 26 of Shane Wagner also involved in that little scuffle there. So third caution already here. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight. Kind of doing it solo tonight, but that's okay. We're still going to have fun. We're going to have some good racing here with these late model stock cars. A lot of fun. These cars are a blast to drive. If you have never driven these cars, I highly suggest it. A lot of grip in these cars. It's a lot of fun. It's not like super late model. The super late models, not as much grip, a little more loose. It's harder to get the grip down, but these things, I tell you, they stay gripped up pretty good. And we've seen that tonight, a lot of good racing, and unfortunately some people just pushing it a little too hard, and that's how you get these cautions. We've already had 3 cautions so far. We're already probably closing in on halfway. We'll get a lap count when we go back green here, but good racing so far. The 77 of Bobby Rafferty still in the lead, with Trevor Catalino still in second, Zachary Wynn still in third. Those guys are in a good spot right now. All they got to do is just ride up there, and they're going to be in a good spot if these cautions keep coming. So we'll be going green here shortly. Stay tuned. We'll have the green flag coverage for you here in just a moment. Here we go, going green flag one more time. 77 takes the green flag here. Lap 22 of 75, so getting close to halfway, but not quite yet. As we try and keep up with all the action on the track. There is the 17 around again. Caution's going to fly once again as the 24 has to stop for the 17, so that's a second spin by Jacob Johnson, and that number 17 Ford Mustang. Right now everyone's still on the lead lap other than 21st. That is the 191 machine of Russell Peets. he should be getting the lucky dog here, or possibly a wave around, but we'll see what happens there with the 191. But a bunch of cautions tonight, and we kind of expected that, kind of saw that coming, just because of how this track is. A very tough track to drive, one-lane track, and you know, if you brake a little bit too hard or get in there just a little bit too hard, unfortunately the guy behind you's not always going to stop. And there you see the 191 going around the pace car, getting his lap back. So now we have all 21 race cars on the lead lap, as it looks like 2 cars may have come down pit road. Looks like Shane Wagner and Kevin Feemster both come down pit road. Maybe try and get some fresh tires. Don't really probably need any fuel, but maybe fresh tires. Maybe even get some damage fixed or something like that. But we'll see if they can stay on the lead lap, as we're still pacing here. Looks like hopefully the pace car will turn the lights out. Yep, pace car has turned the lights out. Looks like we have changed the restarts to single file, so hopefully that will help a little bit with these cautions that we're having. Obviously double file restarts just really tough to recover from and you know, avoid those cautions. But green flag's out. Oh, they're wrecking already. 55 is in it. Oh, we got a couple more involved in it. 15, Jeremy Rigney involved. It looks like maybe the 55, it looks like he just didn't get going. I'm not sure there exactly what happened there with the 55, but also the 91 involved. You got the 8 of Brian Rupert is in the infield. Not sure how that happened, but he's in the infield trying to make his way back onto the racetrack. So rough night tonight for honestly everyone in the field, as the 91 of Matt Grimm's coming down pit road. There you see he's on pit road now, shown in 18th. Kevin Feemster is actually being scored as out right now, so looks like Kevin Feemster may have had some connection issues of some sort. And it also is showing Wesley Whitfield as out of this race. So 2 cars already out. Matt Grimm comes out of pit road. Not sure if he was able to stay on the lead lap or not, but showing several cars actually a lap down now. Matt Grimm's actually showing 2 laps down according to the ticker. And then Whitfield and Feemster both shown out of the race, as that looks like it is the, yeah, it's the 41 car of Toby Estes, also showing the 8 paint scheme. He comes down pit road here, so maybe he's trying to get some fresh tires or something. See how that strategy works for him. Is still under caution here, still pacing. Big check up there on the last caution. Caused a really big wreck. A lot of people involved in that thing. Right now, your top 5 are Bobby Rafferty, Trevor Catalino, Brandon Feeney, Mike Taschereau, and Briley Wright. That's your top 5. Joshua Garrison back there sniffing in the top 5 in 6th. Lights on the pace car are off. Hopefully we'll get a better restart this time around. '77 kind of dropping back a little bit, and there they go. 77 on his way. Lap 35 of 75, so about 40 laps, 41 actually, laps to go. 40 to go here at the line. It's the 77 of Bobby Rafferty leading this race. Kind of jump around here and see if we can find any action on the track. There's the 51 of Bradley Wright, currently in 5th position. Right behind the 33 of Mike Taschereau. He's got the 18 of Joshua Garrison right behind him in 6th place. It looks like finally, knock on wood, maybe we have a few green flag laps here. So now we're really starting to tick off these laps. Already lap 39 of 75 this time. 51 gives a little bit of a bumper to the 33. Definitely got some speed there as the leader looks like he may actually be holding all of these drivers up and just trying to save his stuff. 51 goes way high. He's going to get passed by the 18. Nope, 18 did not make that pass. Here, the 18 of Joshua Garrison on the inside of the 51 of Bradley Wright trying to make that pass. It's just going to let the top 4 pull away. 18 does clear the 51 of Bradley Wright. Now the 77 has lost the lead. New race leader, that is the 54 of Trevor Catalino. Bradley Wright right on the back bumper of the 18 of Joshua Garrison. The 18 kind of trying to make his move on the 33. The 51 is definitely there, and 18 is going to bounce it off the wall. 51 of Bradley Wright's going to have the preferred position here. It's the 33 still running in 4th place. Here's the 00, kind of knocks it off the wall there a little bit. Oh, there's a almost wreck. The 26 saves it. No, doesn't save it. Maybe saves it. We're going to stay green. 46 of 75. Only 30 to go now here at this short track at Hickory Motor Speedway. The 26 of Shane Wagner now trying to stay out of the way of these race leaders. Doing the best he can. One of Bradley Wright now on the inside of the 33 of Mike Taschereau. He is going to make that pass here. Caution is out. Here you see the 38, I believe. That was the 38. Hard to tell, but yep, I believe the 38 there was involved in a 1-car spin, so the caution will fly once more. Got 14 cars right now on the lead lap. Shane Wagner 2 laps down, Matt Grimm also 2 laps down, and then Whitfield and Feimster out of this race. Feimster had mentioned that he had some storms coming through, had some wind, his power was flickering on him, so may have had some power failure in that number 1 machine tonight, but unfortunate. He was running good, running up front, and didn't work out for him here tonight. So 15 cars again on the lead lap. Trevor Catalano still your race leader. Bobby Rafferty in 2nd. Oh, the 91's parked it up on the outside wall there. Bradley Wright in 3rd, Mike Taschereau 4th, Joshua Garrison 5th, Smith in 6th, Roth in 7th, Wynn in 8th, James Kerr in 9th, and Johnson in 10th. Jacob Johnson, which he has made a Really good recovery. We saw him spin a couple times tonight. So good recovery for him. We will be right back here. We're going to take a short little break. We will bring you Green Flag Racing as soon as they go green. We'll be right back. Well, I thought I was missing something, but we're under caution again, so did step away for just a second. Heard the cars go back green, heard them under full power, and come back, and we're under caution once again, so not sure exactly what happened there. And unfortunately, just not enough time in between these cautions to even go back and look at what happened, because as soon as you go back and look at replays, oh, 75, oh man, 75 and 38 getting into an altercation there under caution. Looks like everybody checked up and was no communication there, and cost the 38 and the 75. 75 looked like he may have avoided it, but the 38 definitely hit the, looks like that 191 car and kind of lifted him off the ground. So doesn't show any front end damage on that 38, but definitely looked like he had some damage there from hitting that car. But that's what's kind of cool about these cars. The rear ends are pretty high off the ground, so when you do hit the car, it lifts the car off the ground in front of you, but doesn't give you a whole lot of damage unless you hit them really, really hard. So 15 cars now on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap, Brian Rupert. Toby Estes in 16th, 1 lap down. He's hoping for another caution so he can get that lucky dog and make his way back up to the front. Running out of time though, as we're going to be going green hopefully next time by. Right along with Trevor Catalino in that 54 machine. Lights on the pace car are off, so we're going to be going green here in just a moment. Green flag flies once again. So 54 is your race leader. The 77 of Bobby Rafferty in second. Bradley Wright in third. Only 15 laps remaining here at this short track here at Hickory Motor Speedway. Again, a really awesome track. 54 gets a really good jump and a really good lead right now. He's got about a 5/6 second lead over Bobby Rafferty in that 77 machine. These cars are flying around this track here. 12 laps to go. And that will not take long here at Hickory. 34 car of Falcon Smith, currently in 6th place, right behind Joshua Garrison. He's trying to make his way into the top 5. There he goes, puts the nose in front of the 18. He's going to be on the inside. That 18 got a really good run off, but here's where it's going to affect him. We'll shift to the 15 car now. 17 into the wall just a little bit there. 49. Woo, good save by the 49. Looks like he was about to lose it right there in front of some of the cars coming out of turn 2. We'll make some contact with the 191, but they're going to keep it straight. 15 car of Jacob Rigney currently running in 12th. Trevor Catalino currently only has a 0.2 of a second lead. Bobby Rafferty is right there on his ass, coming out of turn 4 with only 4 laps to go here. 5 laps to go, I'm sorry, I can't read. Got a lap car coming up here. Hopefully that lap car will stay out of the way, as now we have 4 to go. 77's getting to the inside, almost touches the 54 there. Really hard racing right now. 77's in a good spot, running in second with 3 to go. There he goes to the inside. Trevor's not going to let him go though. He's going to get a good run, try and force him. But the 77 definitely with the preferred line now. But that lap car is definitely going to cause some issues, as we have 2 laps to go here. 77 is your race leader right now, but the 54 right there. Now we'll see if the 54 can make a move here as we take the white flag, sponsored by Kevin Feemster Designs. Said I was going to throw his sponsorship in there, and I did it. So 77 coming off of turn 4. The 54 just sends it way too hard. And the 77 of Bobby Rafferty going to get this victory tonight at Hickory Motor Speedway. Great race, and started off a little rough, but overall not too bad. So good job to Bobby Rafferty. Trevor Catalino comes home in second, Bradley Wright third, Mike Taschereau fourth. Zachary Wynn comes home in fifth, Falcon Smith in sixth, Brandon Feeney seventh, James Kerr eighth, Charles Roth ninth, and Russell Peets will round out the top 10. Tough break for Kevin Feemster. I'm not sure if he lost some internet or had a power surge maybe, but unfortunately he finishes in 21st, dead last. Wesley Whitfield also did not finish, so DNF for both the 07 and the 1. And then Shane Wagner comes home 19th. Matt Grimm 18th, had a really fast car, but got caught in a couple wrecks, honestly. So unfortunate showing for him. But we will be right back. We will have our interviews for the top 3 podium finishers. That's Bobby Rafferty, Trevor Catalino, and Bradley Wright. Back here live with our third place finisher, Bradley Wright. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a race. It was a little rough there at the beginning. Some cautions, and saw y'all had to swap it over to single file restarts, which we've had to do that before on our end in ARCs, but you definitely had a fast car. I watched you pass Joshua Garrison and Mike Taschereau did you have anything for those leaders, or were they kind of just in a different zip code?
I think if I wouldn't have had that damage that I had, I'd have been a little bit closer, but I'm not 100% sure. By the time I got to him, I was starting to get a little bit tight. I had to start back in I think I started in like 15th in qualifying. I didn't do too good. In practice, I think I was sixth or something like that, quickest. But I knew that I had a little bit more speed. But just by the time I got there, it just wasn't driving as good as what it should have been. Just and having that damage, I'm sure didn't help me. And I was getting pretty tight in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, I think I was still pretty solid. I wasn't losing much time, but I was losing time on them in 3 and 4. And oh well, is what it is. I wish I could have got a little bit closer to him and made it a little bit better race for the broadcast. But it looked like they had a pretty good battle going on up there at the end.
Yeah, they had a pretty good battle. Bobby Rafferty kind of sent it on the inside and made a really good move. But good job on your third place finish, man. And you got anybody you want to shout out? Any sponsors or friends and family?
Just shout out to you for doing the broadcast and everything like that. It's awesome to see you doing this. It's cool to go back and watch these races because these cars are an absolute blast to drive and they're fun to watch on here. And I'm just very appreciative of you doing the broadcast for these so we can go back and watch them.
Absolutely, man. I love doing it. Y'all put on a hell of a show, and man, these things sound damn good. So I like listening to them too. So good job on your P3, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, man.
See you, man. All right, now we're going to bring in our second place finisher here. That is Trevor Catalino. Trevor, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, what a race. You led a bunch of laps, and then right there at the end, it looked like Bobby just got that inside position on you, and you hung with him for a couple laps on the outside, but I know that outside line is tough. Just tell us about your race and how your car was handling and what you thought about the race.
Yeah. I tried to ride around and stay out of trouble and hopefully keep the tires under it so we didn't have to pit and waste all the track position. And then there at the end, I just, with 20 to go, it's just kind of figured I'd run hard and try and get away. And even if I wore the tires out, I thought I'd be okay where I was far enough ahead. But Bobby did good. He rode around and just saved his right front, and I ran out of right front and got a little tight there at the end. And he ended up just sneaking by. Thought I was gonna be able to hang on the top, and then I realized I wasn't, so I figured I'd try to cross over and get under him, but I just couldn't get the run off the corner.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely looked like he did, like you said. I mean, he had a little bit, more right front tire, and that's, these cars. I mean, when you save your right front tire, you can really be fast in a late run. But still, P2, not too bad. You got any sponsors or family and friends you want to shout out?
Yeah, I can't thank all the guys over at Zeem Setup Shop for hanging out with me and everything, and ZFG Esports for hanging out, Rocket Performance, Nova Glass, and all the boys.
Awesome, man. Well, good job to you and P2, and hopefully we'll see you next week, and maybe you can get that W.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
All right, see you, man. All right, that was your second place finisher, Trevor Catalino. And now we will bring in our race winner here. Bobby Rafferty, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Man, what a move. I mean, yeah, I knew you were fast. You kind of fell back a little bit there, with just a few laps left. But, man, you charged and you got on the inside of Trevor and made the move. And pretty much as soon as I saw you go to the inside, I knew, you had it. But he hung with you there on the outside. That was a fun battle to watch. But just kind of tell us about your race.
Yeah, I mean, number one, big shout out to Trevor. He's always a really, really tough competitor, but he always runs you clean. I was joking with him. I actually owe him one because in the official series, he probably 3-4 seasons ago, actually well over a year ago, he dumped me here for a win by accident, and definitely wasn't intentional. But I was breaking his chops. But no, the race played out almost exactly the way I wanted it to. I had said to Trevor as we were gridding, I was like, dude, let's take it easy. We don't need to burn our stuff up. 75 laps. This track is very, very abrasive, and it was all going to plan until I made a mistake and I just completely missed the corner, and he was able to get around me, which again, I don't blame him. You leave the door open that wide, you got to take it. But as soon as I got into second place, I thought it was going to be over. I didn't think I was going to be able to run with him because, as you guys saw, the restarts starting out front and it being single file is such a huge, huge advantage. But he started just pushing his car a little bit too hard, so I backed off even more when I saw that happening. And we got about 10 to go. I said, okay, we're either going to run him down and race for a win, or he's got it. But at least I could say I made the attempt, and apparently I had a lot more right front tire than he did, because I felt like I ran him down pretty quickly and I was able to cut the center a lot better than he was and get around him and get a win. I'm really, really happy about that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, both of y'all talked about, in his interview too. I mean, and even Briley talked about, saving that right front tire. And, for everybody watching, and if you haven't driven this car, the right front tire is so important. And, Bobby, you showed that tonight. You saved that tire and were able to take it home and get the victory. You got any fans or sponsors you want to shout out?
Yeah, absolutely. Bear with me. It's a little bit of a long list, but I've got to first shout out Ancient World Gaming, Exiled Esports, my team, Next Level Racing, Premier Racing Setups, Sword Dog, SimRap Market, Design the Void, FGR Excel, everybody that helps us put this deal together. Also want to give a shout out to my buddy Matt Grimm, who unfortunately did not have the greatest luck tonight. He's with Wyobi Race, and they're somewhat of a partner of ours. So, but yeah, that's about it. But yeah, you definitely hit on it with the tires. To anybody that's listening, 2 things in iRacing will get you wins: patience and driving smooth. If you can do those 2 things, you're going to be out front and away from all the madness and the wrecks. That's the best advice I can give anybody.
Absolutely, I second that 100%. That is how I drive. I'm not fast. I don't win, but I am patient, and that'll get you good finishes, and it'll get you wins. So
it will come. Trust me. The more you practice it, and you end up keeping that consistency. Then you build on that consistency, and you start seeing the lap times drop exponentially. So it's just keep at it.
Yep, absolutely. So congrats to you, man. You got your victory here at Hickory. Hopefully we'll see you next week, and maybe you can make it 2 in a row and win at Irwindale. But go celebrate with your team, and appreciate you coming out and racing. It was a hell of a race, and I enjoyed calling it.
Thank you very much, and we'll definitely be back next week. Somehow I came out with the points we had last week, and I extended it this week, and now Trevor's saying he's going to be back, so you guys are in for a treat if me and Trevor are going to be in here, and if Matt Grimm could ever get some luck, he'll be right up there with us too. So, but Thank you also. Also, I forgot. I got to thank you guys for broadcasting, and thank Grassroots Racing League for putting it on.
Yeah, hell of a race, and good job to you, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely, brother. Have a good night.
All right, see you, buddy. All right, well, that is your top 3 interviews. Again, Bobby Rafferty takes home the victory. Trevor Catalino just comes up so short in P2, and then Briley Wright comes home in 3rd. So, hell of a race. Love calling these races. These cars sound amazing. They race amazing. They have so much grip. You do have to do some tire saving, which I love. Any car or any track or any series that has to, really lean heavily on tire conservation and fuel conservation. Obviously, fuel not a big deal with these cars, with these shorter races, but the tire saving it's a big strategy, and some guys can do it very, very well, and some cannot. So, there's drivers out there that excel in tire saving, and then some drivers that just push it way too hard and drop off, after 10, 15 laps. So that is going to do it for us tonight. Another great broadcast. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I had a blast. Hopefully, my cousin Cody can get his internet, his new internet installed. Hopefully this week. So Cody, I'm calling you out here on stream. Not sure if you're listening, but maybe you'll watch later in the week and want your ass up here with me. Hopefully next Saturday night. I know Saturdays are tough, but definitely at least get you in the ignition booth Friday night. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Next time you will see me, we're actually going to broadcast another late model stock car series over in ARCS. It's going to be on Monday night at 10 p.m. About 20 minutes of practice, so we probably won't go live till about 10:15, 10:20ish p.m. Eastern time. But it's going to be another late model stock car series. We got about 15 people signed up for it right now, so trying to get those numbers boosted up. So if you want to run in that series, obviously reach out to myself or our two admins of that series. That's going to be Steven Oberstadt or Jack Mulkey. Both of those guys have really done a good job getting this series off the ground, and I'm going to be calling it, and it's going to be on ARCS Racing Network. So we'll have that on Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, we'll probably go live around 10:15 to 10:20 p.m. Eastern time. And then, of course, Friday, we'll be back with ARCS Ignition Series. They will be at Richmond. And then Saturday, we'll be right back here with Grassroots Racing Series at Urbandale. So got a lot of things planned for next week. 3 broadcasts, trying to get that number up. So if you're looking for a broadcaster or even a race control, reach out to me on Discord or Twitch or Facebook or Twitter. Really anywhere. We have our Twitters at @arcs_racing. So send me a DM over there, or send me a tweet, whatever. I'm not big on technology, but looking for some more broadcasts throughout the week. Just trying to get this channel off the ground. We got about 284 followers on Twitch. Would love to see that number get to 300 here, in the next month or two. So y'all reach out to your friends. Make sure they follow ARCS Racing Networks on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is also ARCS Racing Network. So yeah, come out. We do a lot of racing. We have a lot of fun, and love to have y'all. So that's going to do it for us tonight. I am Ryan Pennell, flying solo tonight, but we will see you the next time around, probably, like I said, Monday night. And until then, stay on that loud pedal.